Bobby Manning here. Welcome to a news edition of the Garden Report. Last day of September, training camp getting going in 2 days, and the Celtics roster is full from a camp perspective going into the year. But they do have room for one standard contract and multiple training camp deals to come in on a guaranteed basis. And a player who does intrigue me slightly here became available, one that many teams will pursue in Reggie Bullock, who actually went to the Spurs, who let him go today, in the Grant Williams trade. And if you remember back, I know it was in June 25 news stories ago, but many wondered why the Celtics didn't take Bullock back in that deal. And if I remember correctly, I believe there was a cap reason, money matching reason that didn't quite work, especially with Bullock's full salary going out, and Grant Williams only counting as base year compensation, which is why the TP they got for him only amounted to 6-7 million when he signed for the mid level, pretty much. So Bullock couldn't come to Boston money-wise in that deal. Spurs joined as the third team to make the money work for Grant coming in to Dallas, where Bullock was playing last. And Bullock had a great year last season. Shot 38% from three. Good defensive guard who brings great size at 6'6". Doesn't create a ton. Doesn't score inside the arc much, but shoots 5 threes a game at 38% this year, 36% the year before that, and 41% last time he played with the Knicks in 2021. But 8 points a game, 10 that year in New York when he was 29. He'll be 32 this year. Probably a minimum player to join a championship contender. Now, pick them. All of them should want Bullock. Sixers, Lakers, who we played for previously, Nuggets even, if they want to stack another shooter off their bench. Milwaukee, he's a perfect fit on the Bucks. The Knicks, again, who loved him when he was there before. The Nets, even, if they want to add a defender to their mix in the backcourt. Heat, he makes a ton of sense on the Heat. I'll keep going. Name them all. Kings should be interested in him. Clippers, maybe not the Clippers. They have a lot of wings. There'll be a ton of teams in on him. Now, does he view the Celtics as his best shot to win a championship? It certainly won't be his best place to play night in and night out. I think you'll definitely see a wing by committee as they have now, and Sam Hauser, Svima Hailuk, guys like that are already in the mix here. O'Shea Brissett, of course, as well, to play secondary wing minutes. He might not see the most opportunity to play in Boston, but things could change here over the next couple of days as we await here on Saturday a Jrue Holiday deal. Adam Himmelsbach is reporting that the Celtics remain in on Holiday. Find that interesting, given that Adam does usually report things pretty accurately here. They seem interested. And how far will they go here? That's the question. Himmelsbach said there's a gap between Boston and getting this deal done. Is that Robert Williams' inclusion? Is that the amount of picks being thrown on the table here? Which picks are up for grabs? Would they do a 2029 or 2030 first unprotected here? Those seem to be the most likely answers to that question in my mind. But if they can do that deal we've kicked around here over the last couple of days, which is stacking Walsh, Pritchard, Cornette, as well as one more salary mixed in there, 4 salaries and Blake Griffin in a sign and trade along with Malcolm Brogdon, that's going to open up quite a few roster spots on the Celtics. And then you go from saying, all right, Reggie Bullock might play every once in a while on this roster to, wow, Reggie Bullock's one of the best players off Boston's bench if they clear out the bench like that. So that's a guy to keep an eye on. I've obviously been looking at players around the league who could shake free here. I know that the Celtics probably are as well, and that might be why they consider sending out 5-6 players for one in a trade like this in order to retain Al Horford, retain Robert Williams. That might be part of the issue as well. Maybe the Blazers don't see value in taking back that many contracts. It's tough to even do that, although there's 21 roster spots available, which is another reason I go back to Bullock here. They could bring him into camp. Lamar Stevens on a training camp deal. I would bring Stevens into the season. I'm a big fan of his game, but that's the flexibility they have right now. Cornette's non-guaranteed. Banton's non-guaranteed. I believe Fee's non-guaranteed as well. So they could cut ties with any number of these guys if Bullock does come in and make the team, or a Holiday deal doesn't come together here. Shams Charania reporting that several playoff and championship contenders will be the main suitors for his services there. So this is something I'm keeping an eye on. I think there's a solid Celtics connection here, possibly, depending on how these next few days go. And of course, we have many great connections in the form of sponsors here. We love them all. FanDuel.com/Boston. Go over there and get 200 in bonus bets for your Sunday football experience. Celtics, their odds increased in your favor in terms of championship odds after the Damian Lillard trade. Go bet on them as a future. And no matter what you choose, same game parlays, props, spreads, futures, as I mentioned, you're going to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet 5. Just go to FanDuel.com/Boston. You can go to drinkag1.com/garden. Make sure you go to /garden here and get 5 free travel packs as well as a year's supply of vitamin D. Their product's great. You put it in your water each morning and you're getting 75 vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, and more. Just go to drinkag1.com/garden. Check them out. Check the reviews. See if it's for you. And get your year's supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase if you decide to make one over there. Another great asset for you as you're thinking about placing some bets this weekend. Odds are you're going to get 30-day free trial as basketball gets going, as football keeps rolling along here. Oddsr.com/Celtics gets you a 30-day free trial of their AI technology that tells you what's a good bet, what's an okay bet, and what's a bet you should probably avoid. And that's all available over at oddsr.com/Celtics. It's a great tool for you to utilize in your betting endeavors, whether that's with FanDuel, of course. We would love you to go check them out and utilize these together here. That's oddsr.com/Celtics, as well as Factor Meals, another product I love here. Box meals that you're done in the microwave and out in a couple minutes and you're on your way. Quick meals, but great meals that include shakes, add-ons, breakfast items, but mostly some great hearty eating like chicken and broccoli and rice and things that just are going to fill you up and make you feel good and get on the way with your day. I've loved using them when my schedule ramps up here in the fall, and the shakes are just, I can't stop talking about them. Some of the best I've ever had here. So go to factormeals.com/newsfeed50 and get 50% off your first box with the code newsfeed50. That's factormeals.com/newsfeed50. I'm Barry Mann. This has been a news edition of the Garden Report. Stay tuned. Anytime the holiday deal drops, we're going live. And if not, we'll see you on Monday for Media Day. Stay tuned here, Celtics All Access, for more previews of that, as well as CLNS Media YouTube channel for all those interviews coming up on Monday here. This has been a news edition of the Garden Report. We'll see you soon enough.